This is Monica Wofford. She is a leadership development expert. And what we talked about before heading to the break, because it is our Workers Wanted Wednesday, as we call it here, people who get a promotion, who's going to say no to it, right? Who wants to say no to a promotion? But what about if you're not really ready for it? Maybe you're on the side of who has to take the orders or you're getting the promotion. So welcome in, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's breaking news for those who are looking for a position and also those who are in a position where someone was promoted but wasn't prepared. So it can go in either direction, but we've got some great tips to share, so they'll be a little more ready and also prepared.
Okay, well, let's get right into it then. Tell us what the tips are, you know, and I guess how, it's usually easy for the employees to spot maybe when somebody's not prepared for it, but it's got to be hard for the person getting into that role, because especially in today's economy, you don't want to turn down the job. Right?
You don't, although some perhaps should. There's an argument for that. When you're offered a promotion, there are several things to look at and tips to consider. One is being aware that you're now going to be the mediator between upper management and those that used to be your colleagues or peers. And that's one of the key critical problems is, what do I do now that I'm managing my peers who used to hang out at the water cooler and complain about the boss? Well, now I'm the boss they used to complain about. So being prepared to understand that mediation role, then also understanding a little bit of emotional intelligence, which we're starting to see a resurgence of. Who are you leading? Who are the people that you'll be communicating with? How do they communicate? And what do they need in the way of motivation, recognition, confidence building? And then that final tip would be to monitor very carefully the voices in your head.
The many that can be in there, right?
The many that can be in there, yes. We talk a little about personalities, a little about planning and how planning is different for different personalities, strategic planning and goal setting. But then also just the issue of confidence. And when you're newly promoted, particularly if they used to be your peers, there's the wonder of, gosh, do they still like me? Or if so-and-so doesn't do their job, does that mean I didn't lead well or I didn't communicate well? So the voices in your head can be reasonably difficult to deal with.
And you know, you talk about confidence. How do you build that self-esteem too? You know, especially if you're feeling kind of meek and weak at the beginning and you're scared to take that approach. You know, how do you build that inside?
Working on your own abilities and skills, and the recognition that you have skills that somebody saw, or you likely wouldn't have been offered a promotion. Also looking at valuing the things you do well and being okay with the things that maybe you could benefit from some practice. The things that you struggle with, the things that, gosh, you wish you could do better on. Yeah,
good point. And before we leave, I do want to point out your book here, Make Difficult People Disappear.
A skill all by itself.
It is. And the title is just so telling. It's how to deal with stressful behavior and eliminate conflict. Where can people get this book?
Absolutely. On contagiouscompanies.com or MakeDifficultPeopleDisappear.com. And Amazon, anywhere books are sold. The course Transition from Buddy to Boss came from this class. And one of the skills those who are promoted want to learn how to embody is making difficult people disappear.
Yes, if we could, right? Well, we thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. And of course, want to give a boost of confidence this morning to our Jamie Cagle, because he's going to have a check of our forecast.